Hi, this is Mia, and it is 11:54, and I'm going to do the Duolingo lesson right now. So I'm going to pause this, see if I can get done before 12. Alright, so this is Mia. This is 11:59 a.m. on Friday, and I am feeling like I'm still, not feeling like, I know that I'm doing my morning routine, and it's seconds away from noon. So I just did the Duolingo app. If you do it by before, so it can't end it at 12, it has to end by 11:59. You can do, let's make sure I got this actually, now that I'm talking about, remind me later. Okay, if you do the first lesson and you get it complete before noon, they will give you, for the app, I think is it an XP reward boost? Or, I don't remember what it is, but they'll give it to you after 6. You'd have to log in at 6 on the app, and then you have to claim the reward, the boost, and it'll be a 15-minute, it'll be a 15-minute boost. So let me turn the ringer on, speaking of boost and stuff. So I have a nice, big, long list of stuff to do, and, I was trying to do some surveys. Oh crap, I got a Google voicemail message. Oh, it's a tax solicitation, so that's weird. I don't remember hearing my Google Voice phone. Oh, the phone rang yesterday. It didn't actually. I don't know what happened. Be careful if you have any Google Voice, or if you have electronic health record, or any schedules, or any business where the customers, I got a voicemail message yesterday, the customers contact you or they log into something that you don't necessarily always get an alert or an email that shows, so you don't want to miss out on. And I logged into my EHR, electronic health record, and one day, and I saw that there was someone made an appointment for the next day or whatever, and I wouldn't have seen it. So I'm wondering, years could go by and I could be getting 12 people a day, and if I don't log in every day, does it just disappear? Like, it doesn't send an alert. I should actually look and see. So I'm trying to make sure this eBay alert is. There was something told me to get a bra from Victoria's Secret. They had yesterday. Let's see if I can find it. This was on my to-do list. My higher power told me, and people can say your higher power wouldn't tell you that. When I took my doula training, and it was trying to help with the health disparity with people of color, but it was also trying to help birth workers, all birth workers, but trying to get people of color in there so that the disparity, there's empathy. If we know how it feels to be treated poorly by a doctor, how much support can we give to help a patient advocate for their rights and to fair and equal treatment? Like, you should be treated fair and equal, and not have your. They did a survey, and the doctors voted a high percentage belief that blacks had thicker skin and a higher pain threshold than whites. I've gone many times and not gotten off anesthesia, local anesthesia, and there's no point in even using it at all if I could feel everything they're doing. I do a lot of detox stuff when I'm a raw foodist and I'm in recovery, so my threshold for pain is really low, or my ability to have meds, local anesthesia work on me, is the threshold is kind of high. And even local anesthesia gets me loopy. I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel, but I don't like the pain that makes somebody want to go out and, you know, numb themselves in a different way. So I rather, if I could deal, like, could you imagine a tooth pain or breast biopsy? When I had the cervical surgery, the pain was horrible, and I think back onto it. They told me that, oh, it's because you were in an abusive situation. I think it's because they didn't use enough. You shouldn't feel a cervical LEAP procedure. You shouldn't feel it. We have modern technology to do local anesthesia. You shouldn't feel anything. So I have heat rash on my foot, and it's starting to itch again. I'm about to start scratching like crazy, but I caused the skin to come off my foot, and it's all like an open wound, so I gotta put meds on it. I ain't messing around, buddy. I do not like driving. I do not like using steroids and driving a disease deeper, but I am not trying to put oil. Oh shoot, just shot across. I'm not trying to put oil on this. This is what's my go-to, and I don't want. Oh, I put too much on there. I don't want to clog up my pores anymore. So back to the story. I wasn't trying to talk about, oh, I just rubbed it on the rest of my body. This doesn't even have lidocaine. Anyways, I have one. Look, I found it in this packing that has lidocaine. Anything else in here that I can use for that? I ain't saying nothing. When does this stuff expire? Oh, thank God. Oh, is that 11 or 12? I can see the year clearly. Looks like that's an 11 on the top. So you see if acupuncture needles. Oh, my scale. So yesterday I woke up. Try to keep stuff off the floor. Oops. See these? Oops. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm scared to put my slippers back on because that was causing the foot to itch. I'm not going to put it back on. So yesterday I woke up thinking about, you need to get online, buddy, and find you a house, find you a property. I don't care. I've steered away from buying some $2,000 piece of land somewhere in the desert. I mean, it's going to cost me $2,000 and at least in plane tickets to go see the land every time I want to see it. I don't have that many. I could see if it was like 8 hours away, but besides letting my dad talk me out of buying a piece of property in Washington, which I'm kicking myself for not doing like 18 or whatever years ago, and maybe it was more like 13 years ago, but anyways, I'm kicking myself that I was like, I'm a single mom. We don't have days off. I would have potential a weekend or maybe even a 3-day weekend where I had to drive 8 or 9 hours to this piece of property, and you could put, it was in a campground. You could put a tiny home. I never heard that term tiny home back then, but you could put like they said a small cabin, or I don't know if you could put it. I think you could take an RV there. I don't know if you could put like a single wide trailer. I don't remember. But it had a bunch of like my dad called it, oh, you just buying a piece of land in a trailer park. I wish I would have bought a piece of land in a trailer park, because it would have been like your land and the neighbors. I think it was on a gravel plot. And then on the other side of the park was a campground, a communal kitchen, a communal like room, like dining area. I don't know if it had foosball. I think there was an outdoor pool. So it sounded really, really nice. I'm going to take a chance to put my shoe back on. It sounded really perfect for kids, but I thought to myself, as a single mom having to drive and being so tired I could barely drive to the Dalles from Portland or to the beach. The Dalles, what is it, 2 hours? And the beach, the earliest, soonest you would get there would be 45 minutes, or you go through Tillamook. Oh no, 99, or it's not 99. On 26, as you go up, what is that? that restaurant called 86 or whatever, and then you can go over, come out, see that clear cut, and you pretty much come to a fork in the road that takes, I don't know if that's still 26 from Portland through Hillsboro. Then it takes it 101. 101 goes down the Oregon coast all the way down through. You hear all about California roads on the ocean. This Highway 101. I don't know if it goes. I know it goes up to Washington State, but I don't know if it's still called 101. The Pacific Coast Highway, I think it's called. So it depends where you're going. You get to the beach pretty much. You're going to go to Warrenton up north, or you're going to go to, I can't remember the names of the beaches. Where's the big monolith rock? I think when you come out at Seaside, and then you got to go up or down. Anyways, that's a different story. I missed that. Oh. I'm going to get tickets. I got to get over there and take my kids. I'm risking. I'll put bed bug protection on everything. I'm imagining right now going out there in that mist of the ocean spray, that foggy weather. You leave like it's hot and sunny in Portland, and you get there and it's overcast and cloudy. And you get on the beach and you got those, like, those are more butterflies, but you got those seagulls. Oh, guys. I'm drooling over. I'm about to cry. I'm super emotional today. I need to figure out why my ringer's not ringing. Oh, because it's on vibrate only. That's why. Yesterday something told me to find you a house. Today, and I didn't have time to do any paperwork. I've gone back and forth with my boyfriend about the USDA Direct. The high interest rates, they add interest points on, and they add extra insurance to the life of the loan because you're high risk, because you're low income. In my mind, I saw that as my only option besides saving money and getting a plot of land. None of my billing got accepted this week, so I gotta figure that out today. I had to make some phone calls, which I put everything in my schedule, so I like to wake up. So yesterday I woke up and was looking at the little piece of furniture next to the bed. My mind was like, house. So we don't have any money. We're actually gonna get on and do a little bit of searching. I mean, I can't pay $130,000 for an acre of bare land. You know, if it was a house and I could get a mortgage for that, that'd be one thing. But who am I kidding? Like, I need to do something out of the norm. The auctions are being bought up by the people that can do that. Whether they have liquid assets or whether they just run a consistent, like, credit. I'm good for, oh, you're good for that. The next $2 million worth of properties you want, we got your back. If they got a relationship with their brokers and their banks. I don't know how it works. If I knew how to get that first piece of property, something told me to keep that one job for the first piece of property, and then the first 2 pieces of property, and then go full-time to my business. But everything fell apart, and there's a really person that does not like me, probably because of my race as part of the number 1. That person started taking over some of the supervisory positions, and it got real bad real fast. Like, I can't even, I don't want to talk about it. It sideswiped me, but I already had known that the $12 an hour wasn't working for me, the $14 an hour wasn't working for me, and then to hire new people at 17 when I'm at 14, and then taking away the years of cost of living increase and low budget increase. So more than one race where the budget was below. So that would also include no accidents, no like stuff that makes your budget stay under a certain amount. They would give employees a percentage raise. So if you're making $12 an hour and it's 5%, that's not that much. If you're making $20 an hour, it's 5%, it's not that much, but it's way more. Anyways, different story. Today I woke up and I was showing you this, because I found this while I was cleaning, I forgot about it. Looks like seashell. Something's telling me every day to make jewelry. I want to make something for my daughter's birthday. Shh. Something's telling me last year I was working every single Saturday and every Friday. The only reason I even had Sundays off was because I had faith-based organization I was going to, and I was missing everything. I was missing my meetings, I was missing my Thursday meetings, and then the visitation for the other kids is a certain day. So I was like, yeah, I could work mornings and afternoons and be back by a certain time, but I don't know what happened to the job. Anyways, it got really weird. I missed every Saturday event, so any kind of event, free shows, whatever, and there was a last minute art and craft gallery or sale, and I swear they told us like 3 weeks in advance, or I was at a business meeting and they said, oh, we want to have this thing in a couple of weeks, sign up and you get a table, and you gotta, I don't know if you paid for the table plus you paid a percentage of your sales went to this group, and I still wanted to do it. And first of all, I had to work because it was probably like 9 to 12. I was probably supposed to work like 9 to 6 or whatever. And even if I had said, hey, I'll come in at 1 or whatever, I was working Sunday or Saturday. I was working Friday nights too. So you would have had to go in Friday night or evening and set up, or whatever, afternoon, when I was supposed to work, and set up your booth and then come in the next morning and participate in the sale. And then I think there was another event going on. I can't remember. Oh, I think there was a yard cleaning event early in the morning. I think that they said come back and clean up your stuff on Sunday morning. I don't know what it was, but I didn't have like this one I made. There's 2 I bought. Or this one my partner bought at the Juneteenth festival in Portland, Oregon. This one I bought was a 3-pack from Michael's because I had lost my onyx. And I was like freaking out about it, which was actually good because it fits I have really small wrists. It was actually good. So my custom made one, probably about the same exact size. God, guys, I am so mad though, because I was like at a powwow, and one of the women I met had a bunch of herbs, and I was like, what does she know about herbs? And I'm not trying to say, but it's hard when people sell herbs like that and they don't give you disclaimers. If you're on this cardiac medication, if you have an allergy to this, you might not know that this formula contains a plant in the same family. Like, I go to that scientific and doctor mind about contraindications and allergens and intolerances and what to look out for, and interaction, drug, herb supplement, like all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like the simple one about that certain medications don't use grapefruit. They're not even telling you anymore at the pharmacies or at your doctor's offices. And I'm my doctor, but I am doing a lot, but not a lot, and I'm not getting paid really at all. I have a negative income now. so I had to earn money. Someone was telling me to make stuff, and it was, what year? We'll just estimate everything's around 10 years ago, because I can't remember now. My life in recovery is like coming out of a freaking coma. So 2004 till 2022, I was gonna say 2018, it's been like I'm out of a coma. And the years before was like one stage of my life back, and the years have been one stage to forward. But before in recovery, it could be like 1 year clean and sober, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then as it gets 10, 13, okay, 18, okay. Then it's getting overwhelming. So, we'll say 10 years ago, and I see this lady, I go, oh, this is amazing. How are you able to get all this great stuff with this table and all these stands? She's like, oh, you just build up to it. And was it her or someone else, another vendor, and they had the plastic containers? They would have all of the stuff in labeled, and they'd have tags and price tags and packaging stuff. And in my mind, I'm imagining someone owns a house and they have a garage or a closet or a shed. Like, maybe not that, because critters could get in, but they could have all this stuff. And when it's time to go to a show, they spent the year, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, 10 months, 20 years, starting with a display on a table and ending up with like 4 sides of tables and a bunch of stuff hanging and a bunch more stuff in the bins to replace what you sold. And I thought, like, I wanted to do this when I was in West Virginia and we couldn't get a job. I was calling everywhere to get a job. And I ended up wanting to make hemp jewelry and these bracelets. We even signed up to do work at home. And it was pretty much kind of a scam. Or I made like one bracelet that probably could have passed, but you were supposed to make so many and then send them in. I don't know what happened. But I learned how to make these bracelets. I kind of like with the embroidery string. Anyways, this is a different story. I might have, did I sell one of those? And I sold a hemp necklace that somebody actually gave us. And I didn't sell anything, no bracelets, no necklaces that I made with the macrame. I learned the macrame in high school art class, and then I learned that, so it's basically like the friendship bracelets. That's like a wide cotton cloth with the two, so it's like a loop at one end, and then the two tails, you're supposed to tie that together. So I went around, I was like, we should set up a roadside stand. Are you allowed to do that? And we stood outside this other festival and tried to sell stuff, which was probably illegally, and nobody bought anything. But it's so sad because I thought I could be a writer. I thought that I could work from home, making stuff, and I also thought I could farm my own land. And my dad was like, no, you have a problem. You can't farm because you like to sleep up too late. Farmers actually have to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning. It's like, he doesn't know me. It's like, when I was an adolescent, I was sleeping in on Saturdays after partying or whatever, like big whoop. Like, how many teens, when they don't get a chance to sleep in, your circadian rhythm makes you want to sleep in. It's against your circadian rhythm to be up at 6 to get ready to go to school by 7:15. That's ridiculous. Adults, different story, but like, how many of us would rather be to work at 9:45 instead of 8:45? So we all like to get in and out and get done and be done by 4 so we can enjoy the day and get the kids from daycare and go play in the park before the sun goes down, you know what I mean? So I understand. But who made those rules is the thing. So between my dad telling me I could never homestead, and between the customers not buying my stuff, but even buying something off of us that someone else made, I think it was a fat, light-colored necklace with a big white bead. I don't know what it was. Maybe a bone or something on it. I'm so... I hear someone talking under me. So, if it's... So I always told myself when I was in Portland that I was going to make stuff like this These are prototypes. I have earrings that I should put those on. I don't know what I do with them. And bracelets, and then I'm working on a necklace. I put everything away because we were cleaning, so it's all in a crate now, which I wasn't doing. It's not, there's some stuff still in there, but it's kind of a hassle. It'd be nice to have it on the shelf, the beading stuff, and pull it out and have a tray that I could do the craft, close it up. So I'm telling myself not to mess up the cleaning that we did, to keep cleaning, but I was going through bags and pulling stuff down, and I was leaving it. Oh, I'll get to that. I need to dump that bag out, and I need to replace that bag and put it into a different zipper bag or declutter. Or my mind said, nope, you got ADHD. You're going to leave that bag, and then you're going to go do something, and you're going to do something. In 10 months from now, that bag is going to be sitting on the floor, and it's going to accumulate more and more and more and more. I said, put the bag away. Let yourself, if no one's helping you with ADHD, let yourself take it apart, put it back together. You got a business card out, that's what you're looking for, or wherever you found it, fine. This other bag, oh, I want to go through my outdoor bag and see what's in there. Nope, put it back on the shelf. First of all, have a spot for it. Second of all, keep it up off the floor. Third of all, if you're not going to sit and deal with it now, because I have ADHD and I can't sit for more than 30 seconds, then put it back. So when I had been self-medicating and under the influence, I was doing this all or nothing. It's either you start clean the house and you clean the whole thing, or you don't even start. So that was compounded exponentially in my thought process when I was under influence. And learning later on about perfectionism, people not wanting to start something because they know that they can't do it the way that they really want to do it. If your boss says, hey, I need you to sweep and mop the floors, like at Pizza Hut, we swept and mopped the floors. We were already there for 3 in the morning. Could we be there till 6 and really scrub, like, every nook and cranny? Yeah. We didn't have time for that, buddy. Like, we had to put the sanitizer in the thing and sweep and mop, and we weren't taking toothbrushes and toothpicks in the corner. Would we spot clean when it's slow, and the people that like to work, and they would get it out and say, hey, today we have a few extra minutes, we're going to do this corner, and then next week we'll do this corner, and then it's gleaming. They told me when I cleaned that Pizza Hut, the old people said, when Mia is cleaning, this place is gleaming when I open in the morning. They say, can't believe it. And my boss told me that's what if you see my own house and you see what I do for others, I do way more for others. So I gotta turn that energy towards me. So not feeling valued with my own family members, never having anything encouraging. Oh, you want to be a doctor? Good job. Oh, you want to be a farmer? I need to be a doctor and get a salary and get some income and buy a farmland and be able to buy the seeds and all that. Like, you know what I mean? So, we're going to look up, and we're going to go to this result, and I'm going to make a second video, but we're going to look on, Walmart. And look up ring light. Okay, so anyone can sell on here. So these are 3-day shipping, $20 something. Remember when Walmart used to have kind of like really cheap stuff? So Vivitar Creator 2-in-1 vlogging lamp, ultra bright ring light with smartphone holder. So this looks like the same brand. So mine broke. It's a 90-day returns. I'm gonna add it to cart. So my smartphone, my lamp, the light part works, everything else broke off of it, so it was from Big Lots. And so these nice tall ones, that's what I'm really wanting. But I don't want to pay for it. Just another small one. This looks similar to the one I have. So $50. God help me. It's really hard to find coupons at Walmart. Okay. I really want one on a tripod. I don't necessarily have a tripod here. So the sponsored one, it has a little over 4 stars out of 5. 10-inch ring light with adjustable phone tripod. I don't really need, oh, it's 4 stars. I don't really need, I'm going to add it to my card just for the sake of it. I don't usually use my phone. I wonder if you could put your phone in backwards and use it, like, instead of being like this and being like, I'm filming myself. Could I do it like the backwards and like I stand behind the camera and take a picture of clothing? Because then I wouldn't be, if I have that light here. What I need is like a light, I need more lights because I need to get rid of the shadow. So someone said it didn't work at all. No outlet plug. Someone use an iPhone case. You can't hold their phone because of a big OtterBox. Perfect, but they gave it a 4 out of 5. A little bit flimsy. So I gotta earn the money because this one seems like a good one. I don't know. Someone said 6-inch. Oh, a bunch of people said that they didn't have the phone stand in the middle. The phone cord is short. Broke the first day. Awkward. Too tall to sit on your desk and too small to sit on the ground. Anyways. I don't know what's up with mine. I don't know. It's been used as a baby plant light and somehow it got double broken. I broke it the first time and it got broken. I don't know what's up with that, but I would like the light so that I'm doing Zoom class. I'm having this here. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I could just take one of our regular lamps and put a couple here with the shade like an old-fashioned person. What I'm going to end up doing, but because I have a lamp on the floor there, I need to ask why we have this lamp. I don't want to get shocked. I might actually plug that in today. Anyways, that was my tangent. I'm going to make a second video and show you what's in this crate. It says resale clean and it has some of my favorite pajamas in them. So we'll do a part 2.